So good afternoon. I think we are live now.
Yeah, we are? Okay, fantastic. Okay, well, hello everybody and welcome to this review session. My name is Elena, as you know, and here is Dalya. Okay then.
Hi all, and we miss you very much. You know that we haven't met since more than 2 weeks, so we miss you.
Yes, we have. We've missed you very much. Okay, well, in this session, what we want to do is we want to go back to grade 4, unit 1. Do you remember the unit about our friends? Unit 1. Was that the title, Dalya? Was it our friends?
Yes, Elena, unit number 1 of grade 4 is about making new friends. So the title was A New Friend. So we learned many things. First of all, we learned how to introduce ourselves and talk also about other people, and you use different structures to do these tasks.
Exactly. And
in this session, we are going to introduce review all the vocabs and the structures that this unit covered. So, Elena, what do we have now?
Well, first of all, oh, sorry, 1 second. Okay. Well, first of all, I would like to start by reviewing the vocabulary, the new vocabulary that we learned in Unit 1. So, the vocabulary that we learned was about jobs. We learned 9 new words for jobs that people do. But the way I want to show you, I want to give you a little challenge, you see. Let me show you. I have a series of blocks. I have 9, well, it's dice, but you can imagine. I have different blocks and I want to build a very tall tower with all of the jobs that you can tell me about. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I want you to use the comments to tell me what new jobs we learned, and for every one that you tell me, I will add 1 block to my tower, okay? And that way we can try and build a very tall tower all together. Shall we do that? Okay, so I am waiting for people to tell me in the comments the names of different jobs. Dalya, maybe we could help them a little by giving them the first letter of the job that we're thinking about. Shall we do that?
Sure, we can help them. As you know that in unit number 1, we learned 9 new vocabs. They are all about jobs. So in the comments, try to remember and write. We learned the word nurse. It's a kind of jobs, nurse. So write in the comments the jobs you remember. And with each word you write, we put just 1 cup to build the whole tower, or 1 block to build the whole tower. الرجاء وضع في التعليقات المفردات التي تتعلق بالمهن والتي تعلمناها في الوحدة الأولى. هم عبارة عن 9 كلمات تتعلق بالوظائف، ننتظر منكم كتابتها لبناء برج. مع كل كلمة تضعونها نضع خطوة واحدة لبناء هذا البرج. Now I think we have an answer from Wafa Taye. She says farmer. Farmer.
A farmer. That's a very good idea. Thank you.
So,
we have
what do you think?
One more block, and I'm going to write down in my board so that you can see them, all of the different jobs. So for now we have farmer and one block here. Do we have any more, Dalya?
Yes, Leila here is writing doctor. Doctor.
Okay, a doctor. Fantastic. That's another block that we can add here. Doctor. Okay, and I'm writing it here so we remember. That's fantastic. Okay then.
Excellent. And also we have Jumana, she says driver, driver.
That's another job we learned, driver. The people who drive taxis and lorries and buses are drivers. So here's another block for that new job, which is driver. A driver.
And we have here, excellent, driver, farmer, doctor, and we have here teacher. Says teacher.
Okay, let's add another block to our tower. Fantastic. I've got one was Dalia's example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for teacher. Teacher here. Fantastic. Very, very good. This tower is going up and up. A teacher is a very good one because Dalya and me, we are both teachers, aren't we? Okay, let's see what else we've got in the list. Do we have any more?
Okay, and we have here, yes, we have another answer here from Jumana. She says housewife.
Oh, good one. A housewife. Very good. A housewife. So let's add housewife and add another block. It seems like you all remember loads of the words. Housewife, very good. Fantastic. Let's see if we can add any more blocks to our tower. Any more, Dalya, do we have?
Till this moment, the answers are the same. I'm still waiting. Okay. Just 2 seconds and I will be returning back. Elena, okay? Just 2 seconds, please.
That's fine. Let's review the ones we have that everybody remembered up to now. We had Dalia's example for a nurse. Very good. That was the first block. Then we had a farmer. Very good. Next, we had a doctor. And we had a teacher. And we had a housewife. Very good. And now we're getting from Wafa, we're getting a policeman. Do you remember? A policeman. Let's add one more block to our tower. Policeman. And that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. This is exciting. That's right. And what else are we missing? I think I've already got the other 2 answers. Very good. Thank you, Robert. And thank you, Layla. We've got a dentist, and an engineer. That's right, very good. Those are the 9 jobs that you need to remember.
Excellent.
Thank you for helping me build this tower. And that's basically it. So I think it is time to knock this tower down. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. Fantastic job, everyone. Thank you. Okay, then, well, I can certainly see how you remember all of those jobs. Very good job. And I can see also that everybody was spelling them correctly. So that's fantastic. Even engineer. I don't know about you, but engineer for me is a very difficult word to spell. But you did a very good job of that. So thank you very much. Okay, so now let's move on to the next task, the next review task. Basically, I wanted to show you a picture that you have all seen before. In this picture, we can see all sorts of different people, okay? Now, before I show you, I'm going to tell you about, or maybe Dalya, you could tell us, we're going to look at different people and we need to know the answers to some questions. What are those questions?
So, first of all, we're going to tell the names of the characters in the picture. And what are their names? What are the jobs? What do they do? Yes, Elena?
Yes, exactly. I was just writing the questions that you were mentioning in my board. We need to know what's his or her name, what do they do, what else do we need to know?
Yes. We also can ask about the age. So how old is he or how old is she?
Okay. What else do we need to know? Is there anything else that we need to know? Or maybe let's stick with...
We can ask questions that students build their own answers for, like what is the favorite color? What is his favorite color? What is her favorite color? Or what is she wearing? But the main questions are, what is her name? What is his name? How old is he? How old is she? And what does he do? What does she do?
Fantastic. So those are the questions. And as you can see on my screen, here is the picture. So I want you to help me identify these characters and tell me a little bit about them. Shall we start with one in particular first? Okay.
How about starting with the mom?
Okay. We've got the mom here on the left. Who can tell us? What is her name? And by the way, if you want, you can use your imagination. You don't need to remember. Let's just give her a name. Are we getting any answers?
So I suggest that they write whatever they want about the mom. So for example, what does she do?
Okay. That's a good one.
What is her favorite color? Yes.
Okay.
So رجاء وضع في التعليقات أي معلومة تعرفونها عن الأم الموجودة في الصورة. مثال ما وظيفتها، ما لونها المفضل، يمكن أن تضعوا اسم لها من تأليفكم. Everything is acceptable here. So what does she do? What is her name? How old is she?
Does anybody know? Okay. It looks like we're getting some answers to her possible names, but I would like to say something. can you try to use complete answers when you give us the answers to the questions? Remember, this is a review session, so we've got to use everything that we know. So, for example, Reem was saying Jane. We need her to tell us her name is Jane, and that would be a complete answer. Okay, so Reem, can you try and do that? For example,
her name is Jane, for example. So you can write a complete answer in the comments, because we are reviewing the unit. We are not introducing it for the first time. So رجاء وضع في التعليقات إجابات كاملة، ليس فقط جين أو اسمها ساندرا، لكن إجابة كاملة. Her name is Jane, or her name is Sandra. Thank you, Layla. Thank you, Reem.
We've got quite a few ideas for names.
And Reem says she's a doctor.
Okay.
Okay, that's nice. And Reem says she's a doctor. Thanks, Reem, for sharing your answer, but we have his mom. What? Is she a doctor?
Is she a doctor?
What do you think, Elena?
Well, I was thinking, can you see what she's doing in this picture on the table? It looks like she's looking at a book and she can see different exercises and it looks like she's correcting them. Can you see? She's working on a book and it looks like she's correcting exercises from students. So what does she do?
Okay, anyone in the comment? Let's see the comments here again. So just to save time, let us have them just here in for the mom's character. She's a teacher, as she holds a pen and write something. I don't know what is she writing, but so she's a teacher. So her name is Jane and she's a teacher. Okay, now, and what about moving to the dad?
Okay.
The dad. Okay. So let's start by his job. What does he do? What does he do? Or what is his name? Or what is his favorite color? You can write anything in the comments about the dad. The dad.
Okay. I can already see some comments about that.
شيء يصف الصورة. Sorry, I can't see the comments here because the internet connection is not that good.
I can see two answers already from about the dad, which I'm going to add to the picture. We have two people saying he is an engineer. Thank you, Reem, and thank you, Wafa. That's exactly right. He's an engineer. See, I've added it here to the picture. Fantastic. Now, what else can you tell me about the dad? What else can you tell me? We know that he's an engineer because he has his helmet in his hand. Very good, well called. What else could you tell me? Let's see if we can complete some of the possible answers. So his name is, or he, I've already got one. Reem says his name is Ben. Fantastic, his name can be Ben. What else do we have? His name is Ben. How old is he? Can we complete it? It's a difficult challenge, isn't it?
And where is he? Or where is he from? Where is he from?
Good one. Where is he from? Can anybody help me complete these questions?
His name is Ben.
Well, I've already got one answer for the age. He's 45 years old from Layla. Thank you, Layla. He's 45 years old. There we go. We've got some information about the dad. And we've got somebody else, Wafa, saying that he's from London. Okay, then. He's from London. Fantastic. I think that's enough information about the dad, isn't it, Dalya?
Yes. And now let's move to the girl with the black hair. What is her name? How old is she? Or you can write about her favorite color or anything you would like to tell us about her.
Help us complete these sentences then. Let's try and complete these sentences. Can you help me with those? Let's see if we get any answers to those questions about this girl here. She's one of the main characters in the book, isn't she, Dalya? I think we know her name, do we?
Sure. Her name is Hala. She's Hala.
That's right, Reem. And good one. You used a different structure, but that one is also correct. Her name is Hala, or she's Hala. Very good. But what about the age? How old is she? We've already got some answers from Layla and Reem. She's 9.
How old is she? I guess she's...
Or Wafa says she's 10. Some people say she's 9. Some people say she's 10. That's okay. But the thing I want to tell you is, remember, when you say the age, you should use a complete sentence and say, she is 9 or she is 10 years old. That's the way to build a complete sentence. So remember using that at the end. She's 9 years old. For example, if I want to tell you about me, I will say, I'm 33 years old. And finally, going back to Hala, we have her favorite color from Reem. Fantastic. And her favorite color is red. That's really good. Thank you, Reem. And Lena agrees. She also thinks her favorite color is red. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Sorry about this. Was a bit of a confusing activity, but you all had very good answers. I'm getting a question from a teacher asking, where is the listening script? Nidal, we didn't have a listening script for this activity. We were just trying to remember, maybe use our imagination for some of the answers, because we wanted to practice these answers. The key is to learn and remember how to use the complete sentences. And I have to say, everybody that was working on this with us did really well. You all used complete sentences and made no mistakes in the spelling. And as usual, we still had engineering there, so well done. Anyway, that was great. That was a lot of fun. Let me stop sharing now. There we go. And we can move on to the next activity. Now, what I would like to do is, we've practiced the answers to the questions, but remember, part of the things that we learned in Unit 1 were all about asking questions as well. We were asking questions about meeting new people. So in order to practice those questions very well, I want to propose another review game. It's quite simple, okay? So I'm going to take my whiteboard here and I'm going to try and write a question for you, okay? But I'm not going to write the words in order. You are going to have to help me order the words to make a correct sentence. Now, this should be easy because we've just been using these in our previous activity, okay? So give me a second to write very clear words for you. And you can very easily tell me, how do I build a correct question with these 4 words? It's as simple as can be, isn't it? Can you help me?
Her is what?
This is not the right word to order this sentence, is it? What is the correct way to organize these words in this sentence? Who can help us? I want to know. And while we wait for the comments, no, actually, I need some help with this. Aha, and I already have an answer. Can you see it, Dalya? We already have an answer. Robert
Yes,
is
I can see Jumana. Here, I guess Ruba is the mom, whereas she's Jumana's mom. She says, what is her name? And we have Reem, also excellent. She says, what is her name? Yes, Layla, Alina, Rayan. Thank you all.
Fantastic.
What is her name? Okay.
Now that's the first question you ask about someone you don't know, isn't it? Let's try another one. Very simple. There we go. Old, he, how, and is. What do you think? Can you help me with this one? Can you help me? Let's see if I can get an answer for that question. Okay, let's see if anyone...
We have an answer from Layan. Layan says, how old is he?
That's exactly right.
How old is he?
Very good.
Layan, Lina, Reem, Alma. Thank you. How old is he?
Okay, should we try with one more? This is one of the trickier ones. Because we use the same verb twice in this question. See?
You need to reorder the question in the correct form. How old is he? This is for Jana, okay? So, yes, Elena?
I was saying that the next one...
what?
Exactly. I want to be right order, and I was saying that this one is tricky because we have the same verb twice. So it's a little bit harder. Does anybody know how to order this correctly? I'll give you a chance to answer that question and see if we get any answers. Do we have any answers?
We have 5 answers so far. Yes.
Okay.
Jumana Naji says, what does she do? Layan, Alma, Riem, Lena. They all say, what does she do? What does she do?
Okay, let's write that down correctly. What does she do? Very well done. Thank you very much. What does she do? And now, Dalya, what I would like to do is I would like to share with everyone a little trick to study sentences like these, okay? So another of the sentences that we learned when we were doing Unit 1 was, how many brothers and sisters does she have? Okay, this was one of the questions that we studied. Now imagine you want to practice at home with this sentence. What you have to do is the following. You have to take a piece of paper and write down the sentence in big words, okay? And then what you can do is you can break that piece of paper into segments, okay? So you've got it like this, see? I break it in one line. So I have every word in an individual card, see? I just cut it, I'm doing it with my fingers, but if you have scissors, is gonna look better. So you separate all of the words in different cards, and that way you can make your own review games, okay? Let me just quickly do the rest of them so you can see. And this is what I want to suggest that you practice at home. You take your book, you write these questions in big words, the correct questions from your book, and then you make these little cards, okay? And that way you have all of the words in separate cards like this. And do you know what you have to do? You have to go mix, 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 and mix them all together very well. Oops, I dropped one. 1 second. I dropped a does. Okay, and then you can be your own teacher and challenge yourself to order the question with doing the correct order. And remember, when you're trying to solve it, don't look at the book, do it by yourself. You can spread them on the table, which I think I can show you. See, you can spread all the words on the table like that. And you can try and put them in the right order. See? And you can do this, the advantage of this is that you can do this as many times as you want. Isn't it cool? Okay, so do you remember?
Cool.
Do you remember, people? Do you
love this idea very much, Elena.
Did you?
And I suggest that I use some Arabic here to re-emphasize the idea so students can try it themselves.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. ما شاهدتم الآن هي طريقة لتعليمكم إياها لترتيب الجمل. يعني في الكتاب يوجد عدد من الأسئلة أو عدد من الإجابات. من أجل تعلم كيفية ترتيبها بسرعة نحضر ورقة نكتب فيها السؤال على سبيل المثال أو الجملة بخط كبير وواضح، ثم نقوم بتقطيع هذه الورقة كل كلمة لوحدها. نقوم بعد ذلك بتغيير ترتيبهم ثم محاولة إعادة ترتيبهم بشكل صحيح بدون النظر إلى الكتاب، وبعد الانتهاء نرجع إلى الكتاب ونتأكد من إجابتنا الصحيحة. إذا فهمتم الطريقة الرجاء إخباري في التعليقات كلمة OK. Just write in the comments OK if you get the idea.
Fantastic. And in the meantime, I just saw that both Lena and Reem helped me put them back together. Thank you. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Here we go. How many brothers and sisters does she have? So thank you, Reem, for helping me putting them back in the right order. And thank you. I got somebody else's answer as well. Thank you all for helping me with that. Very cool. So I want you to practice at home, and this is especially useful for questions, okay? And I think, Dalya, that this is the end of our review session, isn't it? But I'm also going to share a link to some review videos in the comments of this video so that you can practice a little bit more, okay? It was really fun to do this with you, and I will see you next week. I'm trying to stop the sharing here. Let's see.